So runners now lining up. So just trotting towards the starter, just taking a pull now. So almost 3 circuits to cover, and they're off for the 2025 running of the Quinbet Highland National. So they go to the first of 23 fences, if not for Dylan, former winner of the race. Inishia is right there to the inside as they jump the first and now move towards the far side of the course. The next fence they'll take is the first of the ditches. If not for Dylan, Inishia has got the white sleeves to the inside, Amateur just in behind them. Followed by Shyness, Prince de Vichot and Jack's Parrot, red cap to the inside of Mount Fuji Park. They're followed by Fairlawn Flyer, who's in the mainly red colours, the black and yellow of Busty Boy, with Bodhisattva following. They're jumping the ditch, and Bodhisattva just a bit of a wobble on landing, if anything. Monochromics, the grey, second last, and last of all, the 12-year-old Clongyle Way. But it is If Not For Dylan who makes the running, jumping another plain fence. They stream over, no issues, about to leave the back straight on this first circuit. And it's If Not For Dylan, Inishia, and they're about 2 lengths in front of Amateur, with Shyness on the outside of Mount Fuji Park. Moving on now to the fence down the side of the course. Jack's Parrot is following, then Prince de Vichot, followed by Busty Boy. Fairlawn Flyers looking to complete a hat-trick of wins today. Jumping this fence down the side, and Fairlawn Flyer a little bit slow there. It's only got 2 behind, Monochromics and Clongyle Way. It's very early, and Clongyle Way has just been pushed along there for a few strides by Ross Chapman. So they're about to turn in, the open ditch and the straight beckons. It's fence number 5, If Not For Dylan, by a neck to Inishia. And then a 3-length break to Amateur with Mount Fuji Park. Jack's Parrot is following. Prince de Vichot on the extreme outside. They have cleared the ditch. And now running down the straight to the 6th, another plain fence, If Not For Dylan, from Inishia as they come to it. Mount Fuji Park, Shyness, Amateur. They're across the track for placings. Then Jack's Parrot, Prince de Vichot and Bodhisattva as they head down towards the 7th. If Not For Dylan with a really big jump there. Others jumping now. Last few over, Fairlawn Flyer in that rear division with Monochromics and the pushed along a Clongyle Way. So the water jump will be jumped shortly, and If Not For Dylan is the leader. Last year's Edinburgh National winner, Inishia, a length away second. Mount Fuji Park landed 3rd. Amateur in 4th place. Jack's Parrot and Shyness together. And then Prince de Vichot has got a pretty good record in the Ida Chase at Newcastle, having run in that race a couple of times, finished 2nd on one occasion. Bodhisattva is a regular in regional nationals, is up along the inside, has the red armlets with a Busty Boy following as they go on towards the first fence on the 2nd circuit. Fairlawn Flyer is still towards the back as they jump another plain one. Monochromics and Clongyle Way are the last 2. So that was fence number 9, with the exception of the water jump. All the fences have jumped 3 times in this race. So they're on their 2nd circuit, If Not For Dylan in front. Inishia's 2nd place with the Mount Fuji Park, John Joe Neal Jr. on the wide outside with the blue and beige colours. Amateur, 4th regular, is just in behind the leaders with Jack's Parrot. Clongyle Way has been pulled up. Clongyle Way never really travelled and has called it a day before fence 10. On towards another plain one, If Not For Dylan. One of the 3 Lucinda Russell representatives stands off that fence. A really good jump from the pace setter. They're leaving the back straight. If Not For Dylan leads by about a length with the stable companion Inishia in 2nd position. A couple of lengths to Mount Fuji Park. Another length to Amateur. Length and that bit to Jack's Parrot, followed by Shyness. Then Prince de Vichot, Busty Boy, Bodhisattva, Fairlawn Flyer and Monochromics. On towards the 12th, If Not For Dylan. Still going along in front, If Not For Dylan. Mount Fuji Park just gone a bit close there. Wasn't a very tidy jump. Prince de Vichot towards the rear end of the field, just perhaps lost a bit of a length with a sluggish leap. But it's If Not For Dylan in front of Inishia, Patrick Wadge. Mount Fuji Park is disputing 3rd with Amateur. Jack's Parrot and Henry Brook just in behind the leaders as they go now towards the ditch in the straight. And If Not For Dylan, jumping for joy at the moment in front, leads by around about 2 to 3 lengths from Inishia. Mount Fuji Park to the right, Amateur to the left on the inside rail. Then Jack's Parrot followed by Shyness, the mare, coming on towards another plain fence, if not for Dylan. Measuring it now from Inishia, the others just jumping it. And right at the back, Pronstifi Shows just come off the bridle. So it is, if not for Dylan, fence they're coming to is the 15th. Next time round, it'll be the all-important final fence. And on this occasion, Bodhisattva doesn't jump it very well on the inside. So they're heading now towards the water. If not for Dylan Inish here, from Amateur Mount Fuji Park, Jack's Parrot, Shyness and Busty Boy. Coming onto the water, Fairlawn Flyer is further back, has 3 behind. Bodhisattva's one of those, Monochromic's another one, and finally Pronstifi Shows, rather slow at the water. So they're on to their final circuit. So they turn out of the straight. They're going now towards the 17th fence of the 23 in the Quinbet Highland National of 2025, and as they stretch away, it is, if not for Dylan, who's made virtually all the running from Inishia, Mount Fuji Park, just in behind the leaders. Then Jack's Parrot, Shyness, Amateur. Coming on to this plain fence, if not for Dylan, now extends the lead. Not such a good jump on that occasion from Inishia. And it is noticeable that Amateur has lost ground, that one being driven along. If not for Dylan in front, going now into the back straight, going to the open ditch, the 18th. If not for Dylan, Inishia, Mount Fuji Park trying to close in once again. Then Shyness, Busty Boy, Black Jacket, Jack's Parrot to the inside, Monochromic's, Fairlawn Flyer, all stepping forward as Pronstifi Show pulls up. And if not for Dylan is at the ditch, and Shyness has blundered badly. And Bodhisattva was probably hampered, if anything, by Shyness. They both got away with it. Heading now to a plain fence, and it's if not for Dylan, the leader from Inishia, second place, Mount Fuji Park and Busty Boy are in behind as they now leave the back straight. They've got 4 to jump, if not for Dylan. And Inishia, the 2 Lucinda Russell runners there, vying for the lead. They're about 3 lengths in front of Busty Boy, taking 3rd position. And now Mount Fuji Park being rowed along. Monochromic's, another Lucinda Russell inmate. The grey is closing in. Jack's Parrot to the inside, just being shaken up. And these are followed by Fairlawn Flyer as they jump the fence down the side of the course. Quite a bit of pressure being applied. Amateur's a long way back, so too is Bodhisattva. Shyness has pulled up, and if not for Dylan is still in front with 3 to jump. Going now towards the ditch, if not for Dylan. Inishia coming under ride. Busty Boy travels well in the black jacket. Monochromic's called on for an effort. If not for Dylan, the leader. Heading down towards the second last fence. Alan Doyle pushes away on if not for Dylan. Meanwhile, Danny McMenaman is sitting quietly on Busty Boy as they come towards the second last. Bodhisattva's been pulled up. They're at the second last fence now, and it is still if not for Dylan. Busty Boy switches to the inside black jacket. Fairlawn Flyer and Sean Bowen, soon to be crowned champion. Red colours closing in on the leaders over the final fence then. If not for Dylan, Busty Boy, these 2. Busty Boy hits the front narrowly from if not for Dylan second. Fairlawn Flyer 3rd. These are miles clear then of Jack's Parrot. Into the last 100 yards, it's Busty Boy, and here comes the Bowen magic with Fairlawn Flyer. Fairlawn Flyer's going to hit the line strongly, and Fairlawn Flyer wins the Highland National. Oh, it's joy for the Bowen family. Fairlawn Flyer the winner. Second place Busty Boy, 3rd if not for Dylan, and 4th Mount Fuji Park.